Welcome to the TUKIKUBE ne I&M Bank podcast with practical financial literacy tips to help them grow and succeed. In this episode, we share the remarkable journey of a man who turned 200,000 Uganda shillings borrowed from a friend into one of Uganda's most respected construction companies. Meet Nduhira Peter Arinaitwe, Managing Director of Challenger Uganda Limited. Before the multi-million shillings contracts and high-profile clients like MTN Uganda, Vivo Energy and UNHCR, inspired by a friend's advice and driven by a deep passion for well-built structures, Peter made a bold decision. He quit his job. After exhausting his savings, Peter turned once again to the same friend, borrowing 200,000 Uganda shillings. With that small but significant amount, he registered Challenger Uganda Limited in 2002. Today, 22 years later, Challenger Uganda is behind major projects, including Shell Lugogo. Peter credits a large part of his growth to I&M Bank. From contract financing to exceptional customer service, he says I&M Bank took time to understand the unique challenges of the construction industry where cash flow is everything and provided the timely support he needed to succeed.
Welcome to another edition of the TUKIKUBE ne I&M Bank podcast. As usual, your host Kasuku, and I'm here to take you through another interesting conversation with one of our people here at I&M Bank that we've been together with. And our guest today is Mr. Nduhira Peter. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
And it's nice having you.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, as you've earlier seen, Mr. Nduhira.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Is the managing director at Challenger Uganda Limited.
Correct.
Yes, Challenger, like we've earlier told you, they're into the construction business. And today we want to share a few things with you. We want to begin with your journey. Challenger, how do you start? Where do you get the idea? Your first client? How have we moved through the paces to where we are today?
Yeah. Before construction, I used to do customs agents, or what they call clearing, as a clearing agent. But my friend told me, this business of where you're using only the head will not take you anywhere. You need to have capital, because you're using your head as capital. So look for a business where you need to accumulate capital. And because I had a passion for good buildings, that's how we came into construction. And in 2002, there we started Challenger as a construction company. And we registered and we started looking for business.
You started looking for business.
Yes.
So who did you get as your first client?
My first client was actually Shell.
You started big.
Yes, I started big and I've kept the same client for 22 years.
22 years?
Yes.
So Shell, you were doing petrol stations?
At that time, I was doing maintenance.
Oh.
Yes, breakdown, you go, the power has gone off, you jump on your pickup, run, go and repair, restore, and they work.
Oh, so you're not just doing construction?
That was then. That was then at the beginning. Yes, that was at the beginning. We started as just maintenance contractors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you moved.
Yeah, then we moved and developed the capacity until we started handling projects.
So these things of customs clearing, you were working with URA or you had a private company you were working with?
I had a private company I was working with, and when my friend told me, I said, within 5 years, trust me, I'll just quit. And when I made 5 years, I quit and I didn't know what I would do next. But now the idea of construction came.
You know, there's something you've said. You said like, stop using your head
just
as the capital.
Because I would go with my head. You get an entry, fill figures, and put your papers in customs. At the end of the day, you have money in the pocket, and the following day you eat or you drink, and the next day you still go with your head. You don't need money to go and do the clearing. All you need is a client.
So the challenge with that is if the client is not there,
you don't have business.
You don't have business, and then you cannot dictate.
No, you cannot dictate to the client that, look, you have to give me your papers
to do for you this.
Yes.
If a better player comes in the market,
or
if your head gets older and you can't do things very fast, you're off the bucket.
Yes.
But yeah, well, most people say, the moment I got the idea, I moved. But it's good to hear you say you gave yourself 5 years.
Yeah.
So in these 5 years, you were researching. Or you just left it at that? You said, let me accumulate enough money?
I just said, let me have some capital and let me go into another business. And when I told my colleagues I'm not coming back to this office, they were all surprised because I was active and they had trust in me. When I told them I'm not coming back, they were disappointed, but I had communicated that after 5 years, when I make 5 years,
I'm done.
I'm done with or without any other business, but I will not come to continue with this. And I did that.
So the initial capital that started was from your savings?
Not really, because when you are starting, you make mistakes.
Yeah.
When I left customs agency, the little capital I had accumulated, I had the little boys around and they ate it all. Yeah, I was still young and we really enjoyed the money and we were broke. And so at the time, actually, the real registration of Challenger, the same friend who gave me the idea lent me 200,000
shillings.
200,000 shillings. And I registered Challenger.
And most people give us the story of, I started in the village somewhere, I then got, but you've told us you started with maintenance with Shell.
Yes.
Did you know people at Shell? How were you able to, get that contract?
I did not know any person at Shell. Once I got to know that Shell always has work.
Yeah.
I just started moving to their offices. And I started telling them, this is what I do. But in effect, I did not have the experience.
Yeah.
I only had an electrician who had wired my house. He's the one I used it to move with. That look, we are good at doing maintenance of electricals. So you give us a chance, and we will show you what we can do. And one gentleman said, look, let's give them a try.
And we see.
Yeah. They gave us a site that had problems, and we were there for 2 days and we sorted it out. And they said, no, these are good contractors. And that was the beginning.
With your man?
Yes, with my man.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still around, but he also became big and he started his own company. But we have moved on and we are still friends.
That is nice to hear. So how has it been in the market? Isn't it very competitive?
Yes.
Especially as an indigenous company, a local company here.
Yes.
We have so many big players in the market.
The market is really very crowded. I can tell you, every person will think that I can go and start construction, and they will start. And we have so many players. But you keep there, and for us as Challenger, we have maintained our contacts with the multinationals and this corporate world, so we don't really go for individuals as individual clients. No, we just go for companies: Total, Shell, Hima, Lafarge.
Oh, you're working with all of those companies now?
All of those companies have offered them services. Yes.
So what is that standout project for you that you've done and you feel like this is what I just point at it and everybody knows this is what my company can do? I don't have to say a lot.
There are quite many, but the most recent one is Shell Rogogo.
Oh, here?
Yes.
I've seen KFC.
KFC, where there is also Java House. That is my product.
Oh, And in a very short time.
In a short time.
So we just woke up one day,
Yes.
then we're like, what's happening there? Yes. And then, well, that's some good work that you've done there.
Yeah. So that one, I don't need to give explanation of what I do. I just say, go and sell Gogo, or go to Arua, you'll see Total Arua.
Along the way, of course, there's a time when you feel business is stuck.
Yes, you feel like giving up.
Does that time happen to you?
No, it has come, and several times you say, okay, no, I can no longer manage this stress. I can no longer manage this business. And you even go home contemplating of writing a letter that telling your clients, I'm stopping business. But then you say, okay, still there are people who still trust me. Won't they get disappointed? Those who have been with me, for example, if you say Shell, after 20 years, you tell them I no longer want to provide a service.
It becomes a bit tricky.
It is tricky, so you keep there.
Before we started the interview here, I was asking you, we were telling you to test your sound, and then you were like, man, I cannot speak so loudly. So I asked you, how do you be in the construction business and you can't speak loudly? Because, man, recently I have somewhere I was trying to construct a retaining wall. So we're trying to do the drainage this side. Everybody was like, no. So I said, because I'm in the center, I told them, you people, let me do my part. Everybody will hustle. Because I'm the last to where the drainage pours. So everybody was saying, they want to do their part and leave the rest for me. So I said, let me do this part. Now, when I took the contractor, they worked for 3 days. They finished the hardest part, then said, Negwe, I sent it to Zimala. Now, we had to be on the phone, you argue. Neda. You leave what you're doing, you drive there, you go, you argue. We ended up, we disagreed. I told them, now if you can't, you leave. Then I brought in other people to finish the job. So that's why I was wondering, with the stress and, everything that happens around construction, how you're able not to shout.
No, incidentally, or the beauty with dealing with the big boys, they have systems. That yes, by the time they give you a job, they have described fully what they want. You can read and know that this is what they want. So you do according what they want, what they have described. Then you have engineers who go in the field, and you are dealing with one person who is supervising over 50 workers. So you don't need to talk to everyone. So even if you have an argument, it is your technical person you are dealing with, and you are explaining to him, please, we need to remain within the lane of our customer. This is what he wants, and we must deliver this. So, and we are employing a little bit technical and educated people. So, when you are explaining, they understand easily.
So, what are some of the risks you have found in this business? Because it's big. We are not talking about a business where you say, I'm going to put 50 million.
No, in billions. The area I'm in, I provide services to oil companies and banks. Now, for oil company, the major risk is actually safety, because you are dealing with a flammable product. You make just one mistake, there is fire. And much as they are competing against each other, but they have an association of oil industry where they meet and share information. So if I make a mistake in Total, I can tell you in the next 8 hours, it will be known in Haas, it will be known in Shell, it will be known in Rubis. So I will have no business. Then the other risk is we put in money up front. We invest in money. Now, this money is paid when the customer is satisfied.
After the job is done.
After the job is done, and not only one engineer who has come to the site, many of the staff and all of them say, the work is good, I think you can go ahead. So it's a big risk. You're getting money, and sometimes this money is not yours. You've borrowed it from the bank. You've invested it in somebody's property, and he's at liberty now to pay you when you've done the work and when he wants.
To their satisfaction.
To their satisfaction.
Wow.
So should the client say, look, I'm not happy when you have injected in more than 1 billion, trust me, that money might never be recovered. It
goes out in hot air. You've spoken about banks.
Yes.
We are on TUKIKUBE I&M Bank.
Yes.
You're one of our customers.
Yes.
Over the years.
And a satisfied customer.
You are satisfied?
A satisfied customer.
That is nice to hear. So when do you meet I&M Bank? We want to know what has been your journey with I&M Bank.
I think the I&M, our relationship is not so long. Yes, I knew it as Orient Bank before, and I did not do much transaction until a few years back.
Okay.
And I was disappointed with my previous bank, and I said I was looking for someone to understand my business. And once I approached I&M and I said, look, this is my business. This is the business I do. Construction requires money all the time. And the clients I'm working for are very impatient. They don't need stories. I&M was able to understand my business. And I can tell you, they even gave me money. They gave me money before I even gave them security. Yes.
Wow.
I don't know whether how many banks realize who can give you over 700 million without touching the security or having it in their own safe. But I&M were able to do that. I gave my credentials and they saw that I was dealing with reputable clients.
Yeah.
And they came along, and really they have been good. And I can say I'm a certified customer.
So if there's a person who is still hesitant about joining I&M Bank.
No, I can tell you I have banked with most of these banks, big banks, with more bigger network than I&M. But I can tell you in terms of business relationship, I&M is at it.
So the strength of your relationship with them is there.
It is very beautiful. It's a beautiful relationship.
That is nice to hear.
You know, sometimes when you relate with someone for so long, there is that moment where they say, this one is bothering me. But what I have noticed in the I&M, that even us as business people, there's when you have a demand at night, and you're preparing somebody mind that, look, tomorrow I may need money, so find the language to use tomorrow. And you call at 8 o'clock and somebody is able to pick and discuss business. And for me, that works for me.
Because
that anytime I will call, I'll have somebody who will listen to me. That works for me.
Your business moves on the dot.
Yes.
Like this. So if I&M Bank is always like this also,
wow,
then it helps you to...
I can tell you, right now, even if you came and gave me money, I would not sell you my company.
Oh.
I would not.
Wow.
Because I said to do what? To get money, I can get money from I&M to keep moving.
Wow. I've not heard of someone speak so well of something like you've done.
You know, sometimes people may not understand the bank, that the bank is also a business entity. So when they give you money, you're supposed, it is also not their money. They are keeping it on behalf of someone, on behalf of the shareholder. So they are supposed to make some little money and give a reward to the investor, the person who put in money. Now when someone says, look, I'm charging you 20%, oh, the bank is killing us. No, but they are also
in business.
They're also in business.
They need to return that money and also get some.
Yes, and I can tell you the bank will never give you money if they see you are not going to make money. They will first look at your products, your prices, your previous experience, and say, okay, this person with this, I think he has been making money, or he can still make money. If they don't see you going to make money, they won't give you their money. Because I don't think it is their intention really to have people's property. So people, when you get bank money, just pay it back, and you'll have a good relationship with them.
So over the years, many companies have tried to have failed because of mismanagement. Yeah. What lessons do you give these people?
No, money for the business, let it the money remain for the business.
Businessman.
You should be for the business.
You shouldn't be tempted.
Yeah, no. Don't see a nice car and you say, look, I think I need to drive this car. Yes. And you get 500 million, 700 million, and you get it out of the business and you go and drive the nice car. The following day, you will not have capital. You wait when you make money, you have your dividends, or you have your salary. You use that money to go and buy your nice car or build a nice house, but that money for the business remain for the business.
So in a business like yours, when you're dealing with, heavy stuff, how have you been able to manage cash flow? Because most SMEs have issues there. How you balance, what goes in, what comes out, what we use on this, what we don't use on this. Most of the companies end up on their knees.
Yes, true, because like the nature of our business, every day or every minute you have to spend. But to get cash, it is not like a supermarket where every entry there is cash. You wait maybe even after 5 months to get money. But then when you have a good relationship with the bank, then they come in and close the gap. Because for example, on my side, Challenger, we have a contract financing with I&M. And every time we get a new job, we have no worries. We just write an email, send an email and attach our LPO, our contract, and say, look, we got a contract of 1 billion, and I trust me, in the next 3 days, we shall have more than 600 million ready to go and execute the works. And then along the way, we also have various companies that we work for, so their payment schedules differ. So if I have a completed project with Total, I know in the next 2 weeks we will be paying. As I'm executing that one of Vivo, maybe also Rubis will be paying. So I'll have money to keep me moving.
How does a company build the trust to that level? Like to a point where you feel like, we have now an LP of 1 billion. Within 3 days, I&M Bank will have given us money, and the project kicks off.
When you are doing good things, they speak volumes more than the words we use. When the bank gives me money, I'm not saying that in a single day they came and said, "He is a billion." No, they started small and we grew each other. We grew up. We grew over time. And when they gave me little money, I paid it back. When they added more, I paid back. And so there is that degree of trust that, look, if we gave him 100 million, he paid. Gave him 200 million, he paid. We have given him 1 billion, and the money has come back without any hassle, without letters from the lawyers, without
chasing after each other,
without calling me that, look, man, you're hiding. No. And trust me, for the last 20 years, I've never received any email from the bank asking me, when are you paying? I've never.
Wow. So which financial tools do you use to monitor your business?
We have a system called SAP. Now SAP is a very interesting management tool system that helps you to show you how much you're sending out, how much was went into this project and how much you got. So it helps us to keep monitoring our business growth, and even where there are errors, we are able to really see them as early and say, yes, this project may not come out very well in terms of revenue, and we are able to identify where the challenge came from, either from the point of costing or from the management aspect, that the person who was managing the project did the mismanagement, whatever. But we believe that those systems are the ones that keeps us moving, because they really help us out.
So you can see the health of...
Yes, you can see the health of
your business. So do you work with external people like auditors?
Oh yeah, you have auditors who come and also check the health of our business, and some of these privately owned companies. There is that moment when the jobs are many. You even go and say, look for an individual and say, please bring in some money, because now you have exhausted all your sources of money. And the auditors will come and say, man, this is a big exposure. You shouldn't have borrowed. Maybe you would have gone and renegotiated with the bank instead of going to deal with this individual who is charging you 15% of 200 million. Even if it is a short time, it's a big exposure. Should you fail, we have those auditors who come help us. We have lawyers who come and advise us. Those are external service providers. They are professional advice.
I've really had a wonderful time in discussing with you some of these things. As we wind up to leave this place, if you would go back, what's that one financial or business decision you would approach differently?
The mistake I can still recall is that I negotiated for a business deal with a government entity, and that government entity, they requested for some interesting rewards. And those rewards were actually becoming disastrous, because I had borrowed over 1.1 billion and I made a loss of 450 in one single job. And I said, I think I was becoming overambitious, because I was still running projects of 200, 300 million. So I said, no, I think I can graduate to 1.1 billion. And 1.1 billion became like a cost. So
it almost choked you.
Yes, but I completed the project. Internally, it is us who knew what we had gone through. So I think it was a learning experience, because from that time, we went slow to do with government projects. Those that are not independent. Yes, we provide our services to organizations like Civil Aviation, but those ones are independent. They have their own control, but the other one was a water project which was disastrous. So for me, even if you said, look, go and negotiate in government, and paying that money was also a problem.
Now, for those young engineers out there that want to break through, to make it big, like you have done, what advice would you give them?
Simple. Just let them be committed, and when they start, let them do quality. Small as it may be, let them do quality. You don't need really to go to the TV and say, look, I do construction, I've done this. Just do it, and people will come and ask, who did it? And we've been contacted. Actually, right now we have a project of around 4 billion, where somebody looked for us for 2 weeks, and we were evasive because it was not very known to us. And we were like, no, we want to see you. I said, but which company? You tell us which company. Because I was more interested in the company than the voice of a person. Until he said, look, meet me. And when we discussed, when I asked him, okay, tell me which company, he said, Sopco. And you may not be aware of Even you may not know so.
I don't know it.
But there is a company that deals with palm oil. And I can tell you, they have too much money. They don't know what to do with it. But they came looking for me
but now they are using it on you.
Because they saw quality. Yes.
But how is construction these days, the business? I'm seeing people are very busy. We can hardly find builders, engineers.
There are so many projects moving on in the country. Even us, we've had challenges. The senior Mansons or the senior technicians have run to the oil pipeline projects. They have gone to these big road contractors. But we maintain our own, those who understand, those who are reliable. We keep them. And sometimes, when you are paying your workers very well, they also stick to you.
All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk about my business and talk about my bank.
Your bank. And thank you for banking with I&M Bank.
It's really my bank.
Yeah?
It's my bank.
That has been Mr. Nduhira.
Yes.
The MD at Challenger Uganda Limited. They're into construction and everything related to that. So you've heard the story of how slowly he came to the young engineers. You don't need to dream. You need to start. The most important thing I've always told people, start. The moment you start, everything is going to find you.
Yeah.
You will fall down, you find a way of getting back up, but the most important thing is for you to start.
The most interesting thing, when I tell people that I started with 200,000,
they don't believe.
They don't believe. They say, okay, where did you get the money? How did the 200 turn into some billions of money? And I say, it is 200,000. And the rest is your brain. Then you talk to people, convince people.
Exactly.
To be honest, when I go to the first LPO, to get even cables, I was struggling. And I didn't know where they were even selling them. I went to Chiembe. I remember I met a woman called Amena, and I convinced, she said, Unosimobi. Why is he convincing me?
Hey.
I said, what I can do, I have my old vehicle, I can leave my logbook here and give me wires. And she gave me wires without paying even a shilling. Because I did not have money. My capital, I had enjoyed it, and
with the boys.
But the 200, I can tell you, is miracle money. Became miracle money.
And today you are here.
I'm here. I can talk to the big bank and say, look, I need 2 billion, and they are ready to say, okay, bring the documentation, and in 1 week, they're able to give me the money.
Yes. Wow. It's been worth the journey.
Yes.
You've really, taken it step by step. I hope we learn, not just me, but also you guys watching. I hope you learned something from his story, and now he has been able to hold things together for all this while. It is not rocket science. It is happening to everybody, to us every day.
And all started with 200,000.
So how are the boys?
The boys definitely graduated. Some of them have gone out of the country. Others, they have regretted the decision they made.
I know.
And some of them now are men. We also talk the same language. They are business people.
The way you said, we enjoyed the money with the boys.
Yes.
Anyway, until next time, bye-bye.
I&M Bank has introduced TUKIKUBE I&M Bank, a campaign focused on bringing the financial literacy gap amongst small and medium-sized businesses. This campaign will primarily be driven through a podcast series featuring SME owners who have thrived in their enterprises. Financial literacy, an engine that supports business resilience and improves the survival rate of SMEs is still lacking among many entrepreneurs, often leading to poor financial decisions, limited access to credit, and stunned business growth. Through this campaign, I&M Bank aims to empower SMEs with the knowledge, resources, and tailored offerings needed to succeed in the sector.